big run into turn one for Kasey Kahne on the outside.
Just you and him. We're still there.
Tell you, when you're the leader, you don't have anything to judge off of down there. I think Jeff Gordon was a little too easy getting down in there. What's going to happen in the tunnel here? Wow. Kasey Kahne just drove that car in the corner. Wow. That was impressive.
Okay, so as you can see by that, we're looking at Kasey Kahne's Pocono 2013 win. That race I didn't get to see. I was actually flying that day, and I remember getting to my destination, getting on my iPod Touch with internet, because I didn't have a phone by that point, and checking it and saw that he had won. And I didn't know anything about the race besides that. So I went back and watched it, and obviously he had a great car that day, and the way he drove into that corner and just absolutely hammered down, and I mean, that was two amazing corners for Pocono. I mean, you don't normally put 6-7 car lengths on somebody from the outside lane like that, so yeah, good car for him that day. But anyway, yeah, Pocono race win, the Go Bowling 400, and then we've got Kahne wins at Pocono Raceway. Second win of 2013, also won at Bristol that year. Race win box is going to be Sprint Cup Series, raced version. Picture him in Pocono's Victory Lane, and then here again. I was in Pocono the year before this, 2012, so I missed it by 1 year getting to see him win. Probably not going to get to see him win now that he's announced retirement, which I'll talk about at the end of the video, and I've got another special announcement, so we'll get to that. But so with this this race win, there's a couple things that made it way better than just a race win. So we'll start on the left side. So on the left side, we've got Sprint Cup Series, Coors Light, little bit of dirt, pretty clean though. It's Pocono, so generally it doesn't get super dirty. Farmers Insurance, Time Warner Cable. You can see we got the Hendrick stuff on the rims. American Ethanol ring there. Onto the back, plan to perform. And you can see here, my trunk does not like to stay open. There is the fuel cell. It's a little loose. The hinges are very loose on this one. Not really sure why they're so loose. I'm causing the camera to have trouble focusing. DIN number 493. Onto the right side, Farmers. Time Warner Cable, number 5 there. Sprint Cup Series again. Again, pretty clean. A little bit of marking down by the tailpipes. The arrow for the jack. But otherwise, again, pretty simple. There's our right front. Got some marking on that. So let's get to the front. So on the front, you can see we got some rubber marks all over the hood and a little bit on the front bumper area here. Just kind of a little bit of battle marks, if you will. Just kind of normal for Pocono to have a little bit, but it's not going to be caked in it like a Bristol or something like that would be. And depending on how much you run it in traffic, because it depends on how dirty it'll get. So, but also, so let me go through what made this car better. So 2013, they started the season and the cars were really high off the ground. So as you can see here, basically the front end is lower. Like it actually goes lower. It's usually about another quarter of an inch up for anything from early in the year of 2013, and then midway through 13. Actually, this released early 14 on the new molds, so that's why you had it like that. So a little bit better on the nose, detail-wise. So another big reason. The number 5 is taller. They were, for some reason, they were tiny on the side. Like the door numbers were tiny. So when they made a race win, they had it expanded to the proper size, and it looks a lot better. Windshield marks or tear-off triangles and stuff. Farmers Insurance actually stretches across the hood all the way to the edges, so here to here, versus it literally fit on the hood. So it was only like here to here. Looked very small, very odd. Wasn't all that good to look at. Kind of, just in general, the car looks better the way it was scaled because of the race win versus, you know, the way it was rendered pre-season before it released. So that's the problem when you render something pre-season. Generally, there's a change made and it doesn't look quite right. And that's why I wish they would, as nice as it would be to have them available at Daytona, it would be nice if they could get them accurate for Daytona. So, HendrickCars.com down there, that's usually blank because that's what the render was at the beginning of the year. So, you know, those are the changes that made me really want this car, on top of it's a race win. I love race wins. But I got this car before I even got his 2013 because I knew that 2013 just looked bad, and I wanted to get something else. And this one fit pretty well, so this is kind of what I was looking for on that. But Yeah, that's pretty much it for this this review. There's really not a ton to see. The roof flaps do open. The hood also opens. But again, as I've always said, it's kind of a bland engine in the detail on the inside. I was debating if I wanted to get this one in an Elite. It's a good-looking car, but you know, and they're not overly expensive, so I should be able to pick one up at some point. I just don't have one yet. So yeah, Kasey Kahne is retiring. So yeah, that's a bummer for me. I was really looking forward to the. It sounded like LFR was going to move to Toyota and Joe Gibbs next year, which said, you know, good cars. I was really excited to see what they could do with some good equipment. I still think Travis Mack was a better crew chief. I think it seemed like they had better, more consistent runs with him. But you know, I think it was just one of those deals. They were hoping that the car could run fast right now, and it just can't. The equipment just isn't there. So, you know, it takes time. And I think with Travis Mack behind the wheel, or behind the helm, like, you know, putting the setups together, I think they would have been able to not win a race this year, but I think by the end of the year they would have been looking better than they are now, because right now their Bristol speed looked good last night, but other tracks they look like a 24th or 5th place car, where normally they look like a 20th to 18th place car. So it's not a big change, but it's a change. But yeah, anyway, so Kahne is retiring. Gonna do a special video for it, because I have a big Kasey Kahne collection. I haven't gone through all of them yet. So I'm going to do that as a 250 subscriber mark. So when we hit 250 subscribers, I will do a collection video, but it won't be the whole collection. It'll just be the Kasey Kahne cars, which is almost half. So it's still a large portion of the ones I've got. But I'll do that at 250, and that way I can get some of my Kasey Kahne ones reviewed, and I'm almost through all of his race wins. I have 2 more single reviews to do, and I'll start doing some others. But you know, kind of as a salute to the Diecast collection and Kahne's career, as I said, it's a bummer he's leaving. I totally understand why he would want to leave. You know, he's got a son now, so he's got a lot going on as far as that, a lot of time that's required for NASCAR that he really doesn't need to be spending. So, totally understand it. It's just a bummer that it had to happen now. I hope he comes back and races some truck or Xfinity or even some Cup races back or forth. You know, just races some of the big races or does a fill-in for somebody. It'd be awesome. But you know, it's just one of those that I hope whatever he does, he does well at and enjoys it. So. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. I don't really need to go in any more YouTube jargon stuff. So, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next Diecast review.